Hello everyone, in this video I'll show you how to make a really cool machine out of a microwave transformer. We need to remove the secondary winding from the transformer, that's the one wound with thin wire. It's easy to do this with a hacksaw. This is how it should look. You need to leave only the primary winding, that's the one wound with thick wire. Next, I took a 3-core cable with a cross-section of 4 mm. You need to strip the insulation from it and then twist the wires together. Insert one end of the wires into a drill, clamp the other end in a vise and twist the wire this way. Next, you need to wrap this wire with fabric electrical tape. If you don't want to bother with this, you can simply buy a wire with a 10 mm cross-section. Now you need to wind this wire onto the transformer. And this is how it looks. You should have 3 turns. The ends of the wire need to be crimped with copper terminals. I do the crimping using a vise. For reliability, I use a punch to make 2 marks on each side. After connecting the transformer, we measure the resulting voltage. The voltage is 2.2 volts. That's more than enough. I made a case for the future machine out of pieces of chipboard. We attached the transformer to it. For now, we set this aside and take the board for power adjustment. Desolder the resistor and thyristor, then reconnect them to the board with wires. This is how it should look. Now attach the thyristor to the heatsink. Retrieve the machine case and mount the heatsink and board in it. Attach the variable resistor to the front part of the case. Also insert the power on-off switch. Insert the LED light into the hole for the switch. Insert the plug with the cord into the back of the case and connect everything according to the diagram shown on the screen. This is how my assembly turned out. Next, take a 6 mm stud and screw the tip onto it. Now bring the studs out to the top part of the case, secure them, and screw on the lid. For now, set the machine aside and take 2 extended nuts, size 6. Step back about 8 mm from the edge, make a mark, and then drill a through hole. Use a metal hacksaw to make a cut down to the level of the holes. Widen the cut a bit using a file. This is how it should look on both nuts. Next, take some kind of round mandrel and a piece of nichrome wire with a thickness of 1.3 mm. You need to bend a semicircle out of the wire. We take our machine again and screw nuts onto the studs as shown in the video. The slotted nuts should be at the same level and parallel to each other. Now we take the nichrome wire, fit bushings made from rivets onto both sides of it, and insert it into the slot on the nuts. We put the bearing balls inside the nuts, then insert the springs and screw in the bolts. We slightly bend and cut one end of the nichrome and make a handle on the other. And the last thing you need to attach to the machine is the stops for the workpiece. This is the machine we ended up with. Now let's move on to testing it. We supply power, turn on the switch and set the required power, which depends on the density of the foam. We place the cutter horizontally and wait a couple of seconds for it to heat up. Now we take the foam and move it in until it touches the stop. And now we start turning the handle. These are the kind of foam balls you can make with this machine. And you can also cut other shapes on this machine by simply changing the cutter. I'll show this in my next videos. By the way, this machine is suitable for a small business. You can paint these balls and make Christmas tree decorations out of them. To prevent a line on the ball, use 10 cm foam. I didn't have any, so I glued 2 5 cm sheets together. If you like this DIY project, give it a like. Thank you all for watching and goodbye.